Welcome back to News Watch 12 this morning. We're going to turn it over to Storm Watch 12 meteorologist Josh Colbreth over in the Weather Center. Josh, we're inching our way towards the fall season with these cooler temperatures. Like I've said repetitively on this show, I'm so excited for fall, and definitely these temperatures get me in the fall spirit.
I think that's kind of the vibe around most of the viewing area this morning. Well, really just this week. We have like one more week of summer to go on the calendar, and if you think about it in terms of the weather, and then into next week, we'll see some much cooler and wetter conditions. But for today, still dealing with fairly dry conditions for most. We do have some rain chances. In fact, for Klamath Falls and for Lakeview a little bit later today. For this morning, we're dry and we're pretty cold. We're right around freezing for Klamath Falls. We're below freezing this morning for Chemolt. So in those areas, you maybe need an ice scraper in addition to needing the jacket as you're headed out the front door. Let's go ahead and show you some of those rain chances for a little bit later today, and we'll put this into motion. We'll stop this right around lunchtime, and you can see definitely some more activity on the radar in Lake County, a little bit less so for Klamath County. We'll have more of this as we head into the afternoon, but once the sun sets, as we start to head into the evening, a lot of these showers will start to fizzle right off the map. So we're not expecting widespread rainfall for today. We're not expecting a deluge of sorts, but we are expecting some rain at all, which is definitely very beneficial to what the fuels are looking like out that way. And hopefully we can have some rain falling on top of the Morgan fire, which is still unfortunately 0% contained. Here's your coatcast for today for the Rogue Valley. Don't need a don't need a coat. You do need a coatcast, but you don't need a coat here within the Rogue Valley, as well, it's going to be dry. The bulk of the moisture is going to be in Klamath and Lake counties. For today, we'll have highs that'll be about 10 degrees below average for this time of the year, which means it's going to be very cool to the east of the Cascades. We'll be in the 50s and 60s, but mid-70s for west side valleys, near 70 along the coast in Curry County. Winds today will gust out of the north and northwest between 20 to 30 miles per hour, with some of the faster wind gusts being along the coast in Curry County. And haze today will be fairly light for most, but a little bit more widespread compared to yesterday, with the thicker smoke being in those areas immediately downwind to some of the fires burning within the region. And then for tonight, the rain will again fizzle off the map. The winds will calm down, skies will continue to be clear, and we could be even colder compared to what we're seeing for this morning, which means we could be in the 20s to the east of the Cascades, low to mid 40s for west side valleys, low 50s along the coast in Curry County. We do warm things back up into Friday and into Saturday, but then temperatures start to descend once again into next week, as our pattern is about to just get absolutely turned on its head, as we'll have some pretty substantial rainfall chances for Monday and Tuesday, as we could have our first atmospheric river of the season, which means we could have our first real soaking rainfall of fall. We're also tracking some ticky-tack shower chances for Saturday and Sunday, but the bulk of the rainfall is going to fall on Monday and Tuesday, meaning that fire weather impacts will finally go down to limited next week. Here's the 7-day forecast for the coast. We'll keep it dry through Saturday, which is the first day of fall, dry through Friday, and then on Saturday, the first day of fall, that's when the rainfall is going to start. I think for Siskiyou County, it'll likely hold off until the second day of fall. And then for the basin, we'll maybe keep it dry up until Monday, but definitely the clouds will be more prevalent for Saturday and Sunday. Then for the mountains, it's going to be on Sunday when we're tracking the onslaught of the wet weather, and it'll also be Sunday for the Rogue Valley, in which our pattern will flip from summer to fall.